So about these two candidates, what's your feedback? Who did you like and why?
I mean, really different. When I say that, I want to emphasize just how unique Vitali is. He is completely different from others I have known or worked with. For instance, his way of thinking and approaching problems stands out. He often sees things from a perspective that most people might not consider, whether it's the way he communicates, his creative ideas, or his willingness to try new things. Vitali always brings something special to the table. So when I say he's different, I truly mean it. He is unlike anyone else. I don't know. Well, of course, as Tetiana just said, I honestly didn't have time to really check their English. So, I don't know if they're really, I get that Alexander is better or at a higher level because of his age and experience, probably. Plus, he has experience with procurement specifically from foreign companies. Vitali doesn't have that experience, and he was honest about it. But, we all started without experience at some point and built it up. So, Vitali, I mean, if he's, I don't know, more focused on development, on learning and all that, then, well, he'll gain that experience very quickly. The main question here is to figure out if his English is really good enough for him to communicate properly. So if you can check that somehow, well, that would definitely be, great, because based purely on his personal qualities, I feel like we can give him tasks and, well, he'll learn. It's just that, learning to communicate with our help with templates, that can definitely be done faster than learning English to the level where you can also communicate that freely. So if his English is, really just average and he still needs time to, well, improve it, then it's probably a no, because we need someone we can take on and have them writing cold emails in English tomorrow.
No, he does work. Look, Vitali said he works in English. He has a certificate confirming it's at a B2 level, which is not bad English. Alexander's is better, more fluent. To be honest, I didn't get a chance to check their English. I was on vacation and my colleague doesn't speak it. So I'll do that this week. I'll have a conversation with them in English and record it, for example, as an audio file, and I'll send it to you so you can be sure. Of course, we always check this. If you remember when we hired Katerina and others, right? It's just that I was on vacation this week and you gave the confirmation right before my vacation on Friday, I think, that you were ready to move forward. Before that, I scoured all of LinkedIn, at first trying to find someone for you specifically from the group of people who, directly sell drones. I took a sample from competitors, your competitors who could be like a source for us, like drone.ua and so on. They either hide them or there are very few people to find on LinkedIn in the first place. On LinkedIn would be the first place to find them. The people I wrote to, well, no one responded. Those who position themselves as procurement managers in international markets haven't dealt directly with drones. These guys, I also found them on LinkedIn. Right now we have a selection from those from USAID, from those companies. After the recent Trump era policy changes. So they're from international markets and, well, from companies like that. I highly recommend them because, well, it's serious. They also vet candidates well and have good experience. So what we can do next is check their English and gather references for them.
Yes, if possible, references from employers, because that's important. Regarding Konstantin, the references you provided from his previous employer were very helpful. Well, that was really... I have some doubts about Vitali. Well, he's a very lively guy, and it seems to me he still lacks a bit of experience. I understand that, yes, he needs to build it up somewhere, but... well, I don't know. I have my doubts about him.
Well, he's the kind of guy, like I said, with his youth and energy, you can, well, motivate him correctly, well, with money, first and foremost. And, well, how to put it? Here's one drone, €1, for example. That's it. Go find it. Here's your rate. Well, I'm just modeling a KPI here, right? Like, here's your rate, right?
Let's say
the 1,000 you wanted. Here's your rate for, working your butt off for what? 40 hours or however many a week or more. Well, and there's your KPI or motivation. One drone found at our price. Well, the one we need for, I don't know, $2. That's it. Let's go. Something like that. And I think, well, I don't know, maybe that will, well, somehow not just motivate him, but push him to be even more proactive.
But and probably set some kind of time limit. So we understand what result we can expect within that time frame.
Well, yeah, a trial period for a month, for example. Well, I don't know, 1,000 drones, and that's your task. Well, I don't know, something like that. We're already working with these. Find the rest yourself, get in touch, make a deal, and so on. As for Alexander, well, yeah, of course, he's a candidate you can go long term with. So regarding him, we probably need to discuss the terms because I'm not entirely. I saw, I think, from Yulia, from you, or from Lyudmila that it was 1,000 or 1,300. He said 1,500 after taxes. Well, so we need to check that. Well, maybe it's the same. I don't know. 1,300 plus these bonuses, these KPIs for, well, tied to the drones found and so on. Well, as for Alexander, I don't know if you say, hold on, I have 3 more great candidates, then maybe.
Well, look, we submitted Yuri, he was much weaker, and I had my doubts about him. But
Oh, and there was also that girl.
Karina, yes, look, in Berlin, yes,